Welcome to DuPage Airfield. We're getting ready for the next leg in our around the world tour in a small aeroplane. This time from DuPage, where we arrived a few days ago, to Kansas Wheeler. Kansas Wheeler looks like an interesting approach. I'm stuck out in a little spit of land, but we'll see. This continues our westward journey towards Vernon and Vancouver to see where my brother lives. So let's get started, get the latest status and get moving.
Ground, Golf Alpha Yankee Juliet Sierra, request taxi for departure to the west with information Quebec.
Yankee Juliet Sierra, taxi to runway 20 left via Alpha, Charlie, cross runway 15, then cross runway 28, then Golf.
Taxi to runway 20 left via Alpha, Charlie, cross 15, then cross runway 28, then Golf, Yankee Juliet Sierra, thank you.
The flight plan today is to head southwest VFR at 4,500 feet, passing over both the Mississippi River at Quincy and the Missouri River, which we pick up and follow as we make a turn to track west into Wheeler. I did consider going a bit further south to take a look at St. Louis, but decided it was too much of a detour. One of the problems with this around the world trip isn't just what to see along the way, although that is an interesting challenge as well, but also what not to see. I've been doing this since May this year and I'm still not quite halfway across the US yet.
Ground, Golf Alpha Yankee Juliet Sierra is ready for departure, runway 20 left, en route to Kilo Mike, Kilo Charlie, and request flight following.
Yankee Juliet Sierra, on departure, maintain VFR at or below 1500 feet. Departure on 133.5, squawk 5543.
On departure, maintain VFR at or below 1500 feet. Departure on 133.5, squawk 5543, Yankee Juliet Sierra. Thank you.
For the eagle-eared amongst you, he did also clear me for takeoff, but for some reason I actually didn't capture that.
Yankee Juliet Sierra, contact Chicago Center on 134.825.
Contact Chicago Center on 134.825, Yankee Juliet Sierra. Thank you, goodbye. Chicago Center, Yankee Juliet Sierra, passing 2000 feet, heading up to 4500 feet.
Golf Alpha Yankee Juliet Sierra, Chicago Center. Good morning, Van, altimeter 29.901.
2901, Yankee Juliet Sierra, thank you.
that's everything done as far as departure goes. It's a bit of a cruise now until we get to the next area of interest for me, crossing the mighty Mississippi River just north of Quincy.
Yankee Juliet Sierra, contact Kansas City Center on 126.225.
Contact Kansas City Center on 126.225, Yankee Juliet Sierra, thank you. Kansas City Center, Golf Alpha Yankee Juliet Sierra at 4500 feet.
Golf Alpha Yankee Juliet Sierra, Kansas City Center. Good morning, Carthage, altimeter 29.901.
2991, Yankee Juliet Sierra.
Up ahead you can see the Mississippi River, and beyond that into Missouri. Coming up on the port side is the city of Quincy. I'd love to visit Quincy as it's got a very rich history and looks really, well, kind of interesting. It's known, amongst other things, for being the city of refuge for Mormons fleeing persecution in 1838. It was also an important stop for travellers and shipping on the steamboats which plied their trade along the Mississippi River. From the air, the most noticeable feature of Quincy is its layout, consisting mostly of hundreds of seemingly perfectly square suburban areas. Presumably this supports some significant local industry either now or in the past. The internet was not very helpful with that. On the other side of the river, West Quincy is a tiny dot by comparison. If anyone can enlighten me about Quincy, I'd be quite interested to hear that. You can now also see the Quincy Memorial and Bayview bridges, which go across the Mississippi from Illinois to Missouri. The Mississippi is the second longest river in the US at over 2,300 miles long. The longest river is the Missouri River, which is 100 miles longer, although, as it's a tributary of the Mississippi, that's a little bit confusing. We'll pick up the track of the Missouri River later on our approach to Kansas Wheeler. The Mississippi River features extensively in the writings of Mark Twain, who, in his real life as Samuel Longhorn Clemens, was a riverboat pilot here. Sad to say, I know mostly about him from reading the Riverworld series of sci-fi books by Philip Jose Farmer, and also watching the 2003 Riverworld movie, which was a pilot film for a TV series which never saw the light of day, which, based on the pilot film, is probably for the best. The Mississippi also featured in the lyrics of the song Old Man River, which I'm not going to sing, as I don't want to be accused of cultural misappropriation. So onward and westward.
Yankee Juliet Sierra, contact Kansas City Center on 125.25.
Contact Kansas City Center on 125.25, Yankee Juliet Sierra, thank you. Kansas City Center, Yankee Juliet Sierra at 2500 feet.
Golf Alpha Yankee Juliet Sierra, Kansas City Center. Good morning, Butler, altimeter 29.901.
2991, Yankee Juliet Sierra, thank you.
Up ahead, you can see the Missouri River, the longest river in the US and the fourth longest river in the world. It was one of the main westward expansion routes in the 1800s, originally by wagon train and then by steamboat. Some of the bloodiest conflicts between Native Americans and the new settlers occurred around here. We're going to follow it westwards towards Kansas City, which is our final destination today at Kansas Wheeler, or to give it its more exact name, the Charles B. Wheeler Downtown Airport. We're now approaching the end of this leg of the journey, and it's time to talk to Wheeler and get ready for the approach.
Kansas, Golf Alpha Yankee Juliet Sierra, request frequency change to Wheeler Tower for landing instructions. Yankee Juliet Sierra, contact Wheeler Tower on 133.3 for landing instructions. 133.3, Yankee Juliet Sierra, thank you. Wheeler Tower, Golf Alpha Yankee Juliet Sierra is type twin Cessna at 2500 feet, approximately 20 miles east of your position. Request clearance for landing. Yankee Juliet Sierra, winds 310 at 1 runway 1, clear to land. Enter left traffic for runway 1. Clear to land, runway 1, left pattern, Yankee Juliet Sierra, thank you.
Okay, time to do some checks and get everything set up for the approach. Turning onto finals at Wheeler is a really nice view. The field sits out on a spit of land in a loop of the Missouri River, and the approach is very close to the city centre. The site was dedicated by Charles Lindbergh in 1927, and its principal user then was TWA, which was based out of Kansas City. Apparently, in the early 1960s, due to its close proximity to the city centre and some hills, the FAA called it the most dangerous airport in the country and recommended that no more money be spent on it, so they built Kansas City International instead. I think it's delightful.
Yankee Juliet Sierra, contact ground on 121.9er. Contact ground on 121.9er, Yankee Juliet Sierra is clear of the runway, thank you. Ground Yankee Juliet Sierra, request taxi to general aviation parking.
Yankee Juliet Sierra, taxi to general aviation parking via Echo Lima Kilo, cross runway 19er, then Golf, cross runway 22 at your discretion. Good day.
Taxi to general aviation parking via Echo Lima Kilo, cross runway 19, then Golf, cross runway 22 at my discretion. Thank you very much. Good day, Yankee Juliet Sierra.
That's all for today. To paraphrase Dorothy, I've got a feeling we are definitely in Kansas, Toto. Although actually the cat's name is Mittens, not Toto. So, time to figure out where to head to next on our journey towards Vancouver and Vernon. So until next time.